Brother, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Hey, you got some spare change? You got some money? Huh? What's going on? What's the matter? You don't like me? Something about me you don't like? What, you don't like black? What's the story? Hey, okay. All right. We're going to continue on talking to my black brothers. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you like that. Why would you want a half-breed for a brother? But anyway, we're talking about the things that I see that could use some clarification. And the ones that could clarify is you three black men, American black men. And let me go on and clarify a little bit more about this American black men. My friends, most of my friends are business owners. They own a business. So if you are black and you're sitting around here and we're BSing, more than likely you're going to be a businessman. And so another thing, businessmen look at things a little different also. So think about that when you make your comment and you're trying to clarify stuff. You might also mention what state you're from. This kind of helps setting things up, because I know there's a difference between northern black folk and southern black folk, all in the United States. I know there's a difference in that. I really don't want to. Well, I guess I can talk about a little bit of the difference. I've noticed, and because I was in Nashville here last week, the black folk in Nashville seem to be really polite. But then again, southern folk are polite. So I mean, they're just nice. I mean, southern folk. Now, this one thing. I'm from Kansas, born and raised in Kansas, but I spent most of my time in Oklahoma. And even at that, Oklahoma country folk, my friends live out here in the country here. A lot of them have that country tang in their speaking, and it's not unusual for them to say yes sir, yes ma'am. It's not unusual. A matter of fact, now I wish I was in a habit of doing that when I was younger. I guess after I got married, even I was doing it, and I kind of got away from it. Now I wish I didn't. I wish I'd kept up the yes sir, yes ma'am kind of stuff, because I've noticed now when people say yes sir and yes ma'am, or yes sir to me, it used to be I used to say, well, it's not, Mr. Ma, or it's not yes sir, that's my father. I used to say that kind of stuff. But the reality was, they're being respectful, because now I'm an old man now, and so people are more respectful to me. I don't care what color you are, but anyway, they are. But anyway, I've noticed the southern blacks and the southern folk in general are more in the southern hospitality, and they're more well mannered than the northern folk. But I am kind of prejudiced on that. I don't get along real good with northern folk. That's why I like the southern, and that's why I don't like going north. Man, I tell you, I have problems with the police when I go north. And when I shoot people in the north, they get all upset, like, they don't appreciate me shooting their criminals. I don't understand that. In the South, hey, come on, hey, the criminal, get rid of them, no big deal. But in the North, man, they get a little picky on who shoots their criminals. So, but anyway, now, that's another thing that I'm thinking, when I was thinking about making this video. I was thinking, there's a lot of, there's not a lot, but there's some black folk that hang around white folk. And I'm wondering if they do it for the same reason I do it. I do the same thing. I don't hang around a bunch of black folk. Well, I guess you don't see anybody I hang around, do you? But anyway, I don't hang around Chinese. Even though I'm Chinese, I don't hang around Chinese. The thing is, Chinese and blacks are tribal kind of type people. When I say tribal, they're influenced a lot by peer pressure. Now, but I don't hang around the Chinese, so I'm not affected by the peer pressure. Is that what happens with you black men? When you hang around whites, is it because you're comfortable and you don't have the peer pressure kind of thinking, or I don't know. What are you thinking on that? I mean, I look forward to going seeing my family and visiting with my family, but I can't hang around them because, like I say, according to our culture, there's a lot of things I'm supposed to be doing that I don't do normally in my normal life. And is that something that goes on with you all also? Or do you go from the black people's world to the white people's world and go back and forth, no problem? I don't have a problem, but I mean, like I say, I know there's a distinct difference between the white folk and the Chinese, and I am more comfortable with the white. To tell you the truth, the whites they're not prejudiced compared to the Chinese. The Chinese are really prejudiced. I mean, who you hanging around with, who you doing this, who you going in business with, and I talked about that in my and that's why going to China was such a big thing for me, because that was a whole country of people just like my family. And in China, they respected me in the way of not being an American, because Americans don't count for shit in China, but they respect me as being an elder and a man that's got the financial resources to be able to travel around. But I was a foreigner, and boy, they made a point not to let me forget that I was a foreigner. I mean, even not only that's the way you're treated, but the laws are set up against foreigners. You can't drive, there's certain things you can't do, certain places you can't go. All foreigners are treated like they're spies, you know what I mean? So they really treat you like crap. And but like I say, my family did the same thing to me. And that's what I couldn't understand. Boy, they treated me bad. And the reason, and I made videos talking about that, but like I say, when I went to China, the whole country was like that. The only thing was, I was an elder, so they respect their elders. And like I say, I must have some money if I'm going to be traveling around like that. And they were amazed that I could go all the places I could go. So, and health, I'm pretty fit. So, these are all things that were all benefits towards me. But on the inside, and the way they treated me, you could tell they still treat me like a foreigner. They were prejudiced. So, but the reason I mention that is as a black man, and you notice I'm not talking about women. You notice that? You notice the only ones I invited is you men. That's the only thing. Well, the reason is, I believe a man is a man and a woman is a woman. And my woman wanted me to act like a man. She demanded I act like a man, take personal responsibility and all that kind of stuff, fix things. When there's going to be a fight, she wanted me to get in a fight, and she didn't mind being a woman. In other words, she didn't mind watching over the money. She didn't mind cooking me food. She didn't mind after I got in a fight, she wouldn't mind, cleaning my wounds up, and just taking care of me. That's why I invited you men here with me. But, and like I say, your thoughts, is that something that's in the black culture? Is it how does the black culture, can you say something that shows the differences in the black culture than the white culture? Most of y'all are right here in the United States anyway, are Christian, and the whites are Christian, so you don't have the religion ties. You don't have. I don't know. There's just so much that I keep thinking about that I don't understand. I don't understand any of the problems. Like in the United States, they think, well, the blacks are Democrats. Are you all Democrats? You black men? You successful black men? Are you Democrats? Why are you a Democrat if you are a Democrat? I don't understand how that works. Matter of fact, I used to, when I was younger, I used to be a Republican, because Republicans were more independent, take personal responsibility, kind of morals, kind of thing. Well, you see, the Democrat Party politicians, when they do immoral acts, it's no big deal, but when a Republican does something immoral, they resign, or a big investigation or something like that. And even if maybe they might have done something wrong, but when the Democrat Party, when they do it, everybody just ignores it. They just let it go. Like Clinton was supposed to be a big Democrat. What do they say? He was the first black man president. Okay, and what did he do for the black culture? I don't know. Can you explain something to me? A matter of fact, if we're going to talk about presidents, man, I don't know. What's your thoughts about Obama being a president? Did he bring a positive light to the black people? Is that what you saw? Did he bring us together? Is that what you saw? I don't know. There's just so much that I don't understand about the black culture, and I don't want some wimpy person that's got a camera in his face trying to build stuff up or make something look different. I'm looking for honest answers. That's what happens when you sit around with friends and BS. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.